Y'all, the rumor has it Ken Urker left Gypsy Rose Blanchard, Ken lost his dog and then found it, baby shower photos plus creepy baby faces on the cookies. Gypsy claims she's being cyberbullied, deletes Ken's photos and the baby's photos off of her Instagram, says she has an Instagram account that would be for personal use only but posted the name of the account. TikToker tries to defend Gypsy Rose but also admits Gypsy is grifting. Gypsy gets hauled away in an ambulance? We have a lot to cover. Y'all, now we have a lot of updates in this video about Gypsy Rose Blanchard, and I'm following like 12 pages now who talk about her just to stay in the loop, and the tea is always piping hot. Gypsy Rose has some rumors circulating about her that Ken has left her and now she is single right after the engagement rumors that went around, but people are 50-50 in believing if he did leave her or not.
Breaking news! Ken Urker left Gypsy Rose Blanchard. He's done. So it's happened over a course of some days, and apparently it's being filmed. But he said he was tired of defending her. He was tired of standing up for her. He was tired of doing so much, and she constantly embarrasses him. He was absolutely done with the situation, and their relationship is OVER. Now, doesn't it make sense as to why she said she's no longer posting her personal information on social? She wants to keep it private. Yo. Ciao.
I have to cover this because this is my friend's page. There's not only one, two, but there's three people that actually said, no, he absolutely did not leave her. They literally were just seen less than a day ago in Lafayette, Louisiana. I myself have had somebody on my TikTok and somebody on YouTube, and a source of mine through an email said this is absolutely not true. But the easiest thing to do is just ask Gypsy herself. What's the worst that's going to happen? She's going to either lie or she's not going to respond. And of course, I don't expect her to respond to me anyway. Meanwhile, she has to say and think what you want. Me and my baby are going to live a happy life away from you trolls. And that's more than a win for me. Miss?
Now, when it comes to stuff like this on the internet, I always form my opinion, of course, when I see things, but I can't help but to have some thoughts when I see new information, and I always take it with a grain of salt until it's legitimized, so I don't know what to tell y'all. I don't know if Ken left her or not. I don't know if this is something that they have to keep under wraps until the television show comes out, because I've seen some people, like on 90 Day Fiancé, for example, where something will happen in the show, then they'll make it public before the show actually airs, and they get in trouble for that. But that comment Gypsy made, how me and my baby will be living in peace away from the trolls, why didn't she include Ken in that? That's interesting. Now, moving forward, Ken and Gypsy did have their baby shower, and it looks like from the photos of it that it was being filmed for Gypsy's reality TV show, Life After Lockup, and it also seems like she dyed her hair back dark, which is funny because the rumors of Ken leaving her, but then also the rumors that she dyed her hair blonde because Ken did once say that he preferred blonde-headed women. So that's funny. Maybe it's like he did leave her and she dyed her hair back dark in spite of Ken. But y'all, at this baby shower, Gypsy had cookies with the baby's face on it. And honestly, that creeps me out. Now, the day of the baby shower, Ken's dog Parker ended up getting out somehow and running away. And y'all, people were speculating. They was like, what if Gypsy did it? What if she left the gate open on purpose because Ken left her allegedly? So maybe she did it because she was mad. Y'all, I don't know if Gypsy did it or not. There's no proof or anything to that. Even if she did do it, she's never going to admit to any wrongdoing she's ever done. We have seen this and we know this by now. But a lot of people have been speculating that it could have been her and she did it just to get at Ken. But somebody had posted it and said, so Ken lives near me and apparently his dog ran away. Poor pup probably knew it's best to get away. And y'all can see that this was posted on Facebook to the Lots Pest of Mederi. I don't know that. Excuse me for chopping up that city. But I seen on Reddit that the dog was actually found by one of his neighbors and returned safely home. I don't know if this is true, but I've seen by now a lot of people talking about it. So the dog has been found. Hopefully. Anyways, like I said at the beginning of this, y'all, there was a rumor that Gypsy Rose was like hauled away in an ambulance. I don't know how true that this is. I haven't been able to find like footage of it, but I've seen other people posting about it and talking about it. And a TikToker called Ivory Rose had a lot to say.
She's saying what?
That she's in labor?
Ooh, does Ryan know?
Oh, so she's going to push out her fake baby on live TV? When?
I'm going to laugh if she really is in labor right before the divorce finalization, because that's just going to make it a lot worse on her, you know.
Someone just said she's about to give birth to a 10-pound preemie. I love it. You guys are coming. It's funny. Stress can cause labor. Well, no. Or is this a labor cry because Ken left her and she needs him back and she needs to pull the whole, oh, feel bad for me card. I got to go into pretend preterm labor. So now you're at the hospital and I can try and get you back because he wants nothing to do with her and he left her and now she needs to try and get him back. Let's be real. I can see her playing that card.
Well, even Ryan Anderson must want to know what's going on.
I'm not saying this is true because I'm on here with you guys. I don't know. But if she is on the way to the hospital, it's fake so she can get Ken back there because he won't answer her calls. He won't talk to her. He won't answer her text messages. He won't answer her DMs and her TikTok. He won't do none of it. He is ignoring her completely. She needs to get attention from him. And now she's on the way in an ambulance. Because he's the baby daddy and she can get him there. Again, if it's always you always got to assume that everything associated with Gypsy Rose and that entire family is a manipulation tactic. I'm just saying. Braxton Hicks. Oh, I'm in labor. The baby, he left me. I can't. Ken, you got to be here. Let's be real. You know it. Just saying. Just saying. Let me tell you something. My ass is so proud I'd have that baby alone. Sure would. Be like, fuck you. You ain't wanting to answer the phone. Don't be here. But not her. Because if he left her, he's ignoring her. And that is a manipulation tactic to get him back.
That's probably why the dog disappeared.
If that's your baby, you have to be here. Because you know what? That baby is just a little pawn in her game. And you know it, and I know it, and we all know it. We all know it.
Maybe that's why Parker went missing.
Just said it. It's manipulation. Sure.
I don't want to sit here and speculate if somebody like went into labor or not. I don't even care who it is. I just feel like that's so, it's not up my alley for stuff I want to do commentary wise. Gypsy did admit that she is a brilliant liar. She said that even herself that she is very good at lying. She's a master manipulator. She knows how to spin the truth and push it to where it pushes her narrative. So it could be true that she's doing this as like a tactic to pull Ryan back to her. I mean, not Ryan. Oh, Ken. I hope Ryan doesn't go back to her. But I did see a comment, and I was like, this does make a lot of sense, timeline-wise. Someone said, from what I understood, if she's in labor and it's not premature, it's Ryan's. So that's probably why Ken left her. He knows it's not his now. Why fake a paternity test if it was Ken's? In the last video I made talking about Gypsy Rose Blanchard, we did talk about that paternity test. A lot of other channels talked about that paternity test. Conspire T talked about that paternity test. Everybody was bringing it up. Going to the websites, checking the samples of the actual paternity test and comparing it to Gypsy Rose's paternity test. The notary was not correct on her paternity test versus the sample tests that are out there and available to look at. Y'all, there was another video that was circulating the internet that pretty much was talking about if Gypsy would forge her test, pretty much fake her paternity test, if she were to swab her own cheek and send in her own blood sample, it would come back that Ken would be 99.99% the father. And that was another theory circulating the internet, that she actually faked her paternity results. Now, referring back to that comment we just reacted to a second ago, if it actually was Gypsy going into labor, it would confirm more so the timeline of it being Ryan's baby and not Ken's. And maybe that's why Ken is leaving her, because it's actually not his baby. And it would also confirm in Flawless Nina's video about her publicly embarrassing him. Y'all, even Ryan addressed it on TikTok Live, saying, wouldn't that be embarrassing if it wasn't Ken's baby, yet they did the paternity shoot together, they uploaded maternity photos together, and everything else up to the baby shower, and it's not his baby? And Ryan was like, wouldn't that be embarrassing?
But he said he was tired of defending her. He was tired of standing up for her. He was tired of doing so much, and she constantly embarrasses him. He was absolutely done with the situation, and their relationship is OVER.
Now, because Gypshit puts herself in so much controversy, and y'all, nobody believes a damn word she says. That's why we have all these commentary channels clocking her and checking her for everything she does. So we're going to be talking about these cyberbully claims that Gypsy has been talking about. She's claiming she's being cyberbullied and said she's deciding to step away from social media, while also dropping the name of the account she's going to be using, which, why would you say you have an account that would be personal and private? But also, in the same post that you're going to be using this account for private reasons only, why would you post the name of the account knowing that people is going to end up following you? But it's not just that. She posted this long-winded post about how she's taking a break from social media and not going to post any more type of private information anymore. Then she ended up posting about her divorce getting close to being finalized, which, Missy, ma'am, that is private information that you're posting publicly. Gypsy is a broken pot that can't hold water, and I just wanted to say that before we dive into this long-winded post. Gypsy ended up posting this and said, "Content update. I will no longer be posting personal content on this public platform. Since I was released, I have shared with my supporters my hardships, my achievements, through the lens of social media. However, I find myself at a crossroads that leads me to desire a more private life with only family and close friends, these special moments. I greatly appreciate all the support and anyone who has ever stood by my side. I will keep posting updates on my new memoir, My Time to Stand, as well as our seasons with Lifetime TV. In addition to this public account, I have a private TikTok and Instagram at Cajun Heart of Mine and will only accept requests from those I know personally. Why would you post it publicly?" She then said this decision was made with consideration to the well-being of my own mental health, that as well as the overall well-being of my family and daughter. We are all doing very well and are in good spirits, excited for our futures moving forward. Thank you. Now, she has been accusing people of spreading rumors and cyberbullying her. I think she's trying to call out commentary channels, which they're not cyberbullying. Clocking you for the shit that you do is not cyberbullying, okay? But anyway, she posted this prior to that long-winded post and said, "For educational purposes only, what is cyberbullying?" And she ended up highlighting posting rumors, spreading gossip. These types of cyberbullying usually result in other people changing their opinions about individuals based on the rumors that were spread. If I'm being completely honest, I mean, I'm sure there's people out there who are being, like, really evil towards Gypsy, but all the channels I've seen so far have never talked much shit about her. All that they do, really, and myself included, just call out the bullshit that she's done and continues to do. I've never seen anybody, well, I'm sure that there is people out there spreading false information about her, but personally I haven't come across channels who have been doing that. But I have witnessed Gypsy spreading false information about other people and creators, okay? Y'all remember whenever Gypsy was saying that Ryan was a food hoarder and withheld food, and he did a fridge tour, and then she clapped back and was like, "Oh, a fridge tour," and, like, made fun of him for doing that, but the only reason why he did it is because the rumor that she started. It's just mighty rich of Gypsy to claim that she's being cyberbullied and highlighting rumors being spread about somebody that ultimately changes the public's opinion about that person, while she's been starting rumors about Ryan, trying to change the public's opinion about him. Sorry, y'all, I'm a very busy woman, so whenever I am able to have time to do videos, it's typically in between chores or something of the sorts. That was my dryer. Now, after Gypsy announced that she's going to stop being so public with her private business, a TikToker ended up saying that she's happy for Gypsy and people are going to be big mad when she steps back because people are using her for content to make a quick buck. And she said that she's proud of Gypsy for coming to her senses and going private with her life, but also admits that Gypsy was grifting on social media. Let's take a look.
Hours ago, Gypsy Rose Blanchard announced that she would no longer be making public content. Now, I was expecting her to make this announcement, but not for a few months. And I'm actually so fucking proud of her that she did it this soon. She could have used the next few months to grift from y'all, make more money on TikTok, collect from live gifts.
Surprise, surprise, it's the internet and people clocked her for this. Now somebody said, "So you have just basically said She's used TikTok to grift off of people, and then in the next breath said she's some sort of saint. Make that make sense. TikTok needs to ban the grifters on the app. It's vile.
Y'all will say y'all don't care, but y'all do. Y'all do. Because your content will soon dry up. I know y'all will say y'all don't care, but y'all do. Y'all do. Because your content will soon dry up. And soon you will wish Gypsy Rose Blanchard was making content for you, to you. That she wanted to help people, wanted to educate people, but y'all didn't fucking allow her to. I hope that y'all sit there and feel like complete shit for how you treated this woman. You may not ever admit it, but some of you will be in that exact position one day, and I just dream about it. I might not ever get to know about it, but I sure do dream about it.
Hey y'all, this is me wrapping up the video, and I'm currently outside, so if y'all hear background noise, it is what it is. But I remember when Gypsy first got out of jail, I told myself, I was like, I know everybody else is covering her right now, but I want to give it some time because I wanted her to kind of adjust to being out and about. So anyway, with that being said, I gave her some time. I wasn't all over creating content about it, but from the looks of it, she's just continued to do the same problematic thing after problematic thing. You think by now, with her having this digital footprint for not that long, but as long as she has, she would understand what you put on the internet is forever. People are going to talk about it, and they have every damn right to do so. But she has yet to figure that out, and she thinks that people just simply making commentary videos, either clocking her and calling her out for the shit that she's been doing, or just simply talking about the journey she's been on, are cyberbullies. And to me, that is just a bold statement from especially her. Not only did she not figure anything out so far or yet, I don't think that she ever really will. I think that she created such a delusional land that she lives in where she's always in the right. Anybody who does anything against her, they're just assholes and asswipes, and they have no business talking about her, even though she puts herself in such a subjective spot to talk about, especially with all the dramas and controversies that she's gotten herself into so far. Girl, you can't say you want a private account and then post your private account's username knowing people are going to go follow it. You can't say you don't want to post your personal business on the internet anymore and then soon after saying that, post on Instagram that you're happy your divorce is being finalized with a screenshot of the documents. Also, why do a paternity test to prove who the dad is? Just for the internet. Especially if you're due in January and you have a court-ordered test coming up then, why take it and announce it in October? That just, to me, does not make sense. And Ryan even said it was probably to sell the results to TMZ. Either way, she's not getting better. She is going to stay problematic, and people are going to continue to talk about her. And her saying she's going to start keeping her business private is going to be a long shot, because I do not see that happening. She thrives off the attention, whether it's good or bad, and we have seen that so far. If it's bad attention, she's talking about it, she's getting talked about, and she's thriving. But anyways, I want to know your thoughts and opinions about anything we discussed in today's video in the comment section down below. I can't wait to read y'all's thoughts and opinions, especially about the baby's face on the cookies. Who would want to eat the ultrasound photo? But then not just that, Ken's dog getting out mysteriously the day of the baby shower when they're allegedly split up. I just feel like there's so many things to side-eye here. But with that being said, let me know, like I said, your thoughts and opinions about anything we discussed in today's video in the comment section down below. I can't wait to read them, and I'll catch y'all in the next video. It won't be about Gypsy.